Hey, and welcome back to my channel. This is the road to the Great Canadian Open Winter 2026. Follow me. This is my video series as I paint up my Brotherhood Without Banners army 1 hour a day, 1 day at a time. I'm on vacation right now, however, so I'm not painting, but I will be creating some content such as this where I rate all the units. I've pretty much rated everything. Today will be my last day where I'm rating the 4-point and the 8-point units. So let's take a look at the 4-point options for the Brotherhood Without Banners. They only have two, which are the Peasant Levy and the Dragonstone Noble. So right away, I'm going to say the Peasant Levy are going to go way up here into the usually good tier. And the reason why is because cheap activations enable 8 activation lists where you have 5 combat units and 3 NCUs to become really, really strong, in my opinion. You aren't relying on mediocre 5-point units. You are relying on 4-point units to be activations, and then 6, 7, 8-point units do all the carrying for you. The peasants themselves are really not as hard to kill as they might look. Yes, they have 6 plus armor and 6 plus morale, but they have disrupt, which makes them harder to kill. And you've got the Ghost of High Heart as an option where if they remove a rank, which is not that hard to do, the opponent gains a weaken token, which means that the next time they attack, it's going to be even harder to kill them as they have disrupt. Gang up is also a fantastic rule. Hard to always implement, but just nice to have. So I really rate them very highly. They're not in the strong choice category because you're not going to see them in 7 activation lists where there's 4 combat units and 3 NCUs, because once you're done 7 activations, you're usually taking 6, 7, 8-point units, and there's no space for 4-point units. So they won't always be seen in every list, but they'll be in every 8 activation list that I built for now. Now, someone did tell me that they felt like they're a bit too squishy. Time will tell as I get my games in. The next option we have is the Dragonstone Noble, and while he's cool as a concept in the Brotherhood Without Banners army, I think he's a terrible choice. The reason why mainly is because he's competing for your one slot that you get for Starks and Baratheons, and he's just not strong enough to be that one slot. Most people take a 4-point activation to be cheap. You already have access to that with the Peasant Levy. His rules are decent. You know, the ability to remove a token is good. But also, unlike a Peasant Levy unit, which has 12 wounds, sometimes random things can just kill this guy and he can go down quick. So, because he's competing mainly for that one spot, I'm going to put him down at terrible choice. You shouldn't use him, just take peasants instead. Next, we have our last tier list, which is the 8-point units. And these are all the heavy cav choices. So, let's go one at a time. Let's start with the Brotherhood Sworn Knights. I think this unit is very good. Is it a strong choice? Will I take it in every list? I mean, I gotta tell you, right now I am. So I'm gonna put them up here at strong choice. If I've got space for an 8-point unit, and I do in my 8 activation and my 7 activation point list, I'm gonna take them. Why do I take them? They're just all-around tanky, 3 up save, 5 up morale, and they hit decently hard. 7 attacks with Sundering, potential rerolls. These are kind of like Hedge Knights, but upgraded. And of course, if you can remove an enemy rank, you get to heal 2 infantry models, which is pretty awesome as well. So I think they're really good for that reason. I'm going to rank them very, very highly. The rerolls are also good. You won't always get them, but you can. If you attach something like a Fortune Seeker as well, you might have another source rerolls as well. So I think these units are very, very, very strong. And similar to them, I'm going to put up here as well the House Tully Cavaliers, who are Lance Cav, so hit much, much, much harder in the charge. Plus their aura of if you pass morale, heal a wound, I think doubles down on the Brotherhood's identity of healing as well. Now, are they better or worse than Sword Knights? I don't know. I'm going to say they're very, very close. They might be a little bit worse in that you can't take as many. You can only take 1 unit, so I rate them a little worse as a result. Next, we've got the Housebolt and Flayed Men. This unit is just an all-around grinder, you know, whether they charge or not. They're always vicious, they're always intimidating presence. That's cool, but does it have any synergy with the Brotherhood faction? I don't really think so. Having said that, they're still cavalry, so they're still good. I'm going to put them here, just because as Cav, they have still threat and they're still hard to kill, but you will almost always take these two units first, I think. And coming up behind, we're going to put Champions of the Stag. So this unit is a tank, 2 up save. The problem for them really is they're not great morale of 5. Like it goes to High Heart can kind of help that a little bit. And their attacks are okay. They deal vulnerable tokens. They got crit blow, but they only have 6 attacks, so it's not super grindy either. So the healing does give them more value when you heal Champions of the Stag, who have a 2-up save. It does keep them around. So they're not terrible, but if I want a tanky unit, there's probably better choices in the 7-point, 6-point categories. So I'm going to put them behind the Housebolt and Flayed Men. And that is a wrap. I've rated everything. What do you think about my tier list? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know. And hopefully you enjoyed the content so far. Let me know if you want to see more stuff like this. And I'll see you next time. See you soon. How's your painting coming along, by the way? Are you working on stuff? How's your progress been? Let me know. And hopefully I'll be back soon to paint some stuff for you as well. Have a good one. Bye, folks. Till next time. Bye-bye.